Look, if you want it that bad, yes, you will run up a hill in the heat in Los Angeles, California. You guys, whew, it was a hot day, but we got it in. So you can see I'm with my trainer. Again, if you want to ever book with my trainer, he is in Los Angeles, California. I will definitely send you his information if you are interested. But here it's upper body day, as you can see. So I'm not gonna lie, upper body for me is very difficult because I used to never work out my arms on my own, at least. Maybe if it was like in a workout class, but yes. So as you can see, I am doing this exercise here, definitely working out the chest. And as you can see, I don't have any weights on it. I'm just lifting the bar so I can get my form down and obviously get some strength. So the next exercise is going to be with the kettlebells. You guys, I was making the craziest looking faces, so I had to just hit it with the fireball because my face was wild. Maybe I'll do a short or something like that with my actual facial expressions, but it was an interesting day of facials. But yes, kettlebells are such an amazing go-to. Really, honestly, guys, if you have a set of kettlebells, a resistance band, and some ankle weights, you literally can transform your body. And I know that for a fact because I'm currently doing it in this video, and we'll be showing before and after pics. I was a lot thinner and a lot looser, and although I do like being on the thinner side, I am in this season of just gaining muscle. So I'm taking you guys on the journey with me. These are torso twists, and if you're trying to get a snatch stomach for next summer 2023, you felt like you weren't snatched this year, that's okay, sis, I got you. 2023, you need to be hitting these every single day as much as you can. You can do these again at home. If you have your own resistance band, wrap it around a pole somewhere and just call it a day. Or you can even do this with a partner, have the partner hold the end of this, and you just pull like I'm doing here. Again, another interesting set of facial expressions. But yes, please like, subscribe, share, all that cool stuff. I will be definitely showing you guys these workouts so that way you can see what it looks like to just grow over time with your consistency, with sticking to something that's difficult. Obviously, the workouts that I'm doing that are helping me transform my body, which will help you transform your body as well. You don't need a gym membership, although gyms are fantastic. You can obviously, get just a couple sets of equipment and really just body weight and do it anywhere. But yes, so I am doing these, and my abs definitely are starting to come through. Also, battle ropes. You guys, these are so slept on. If you are trying to get the fat off of your stomach, okay, the fat off of your stomach, we're not going to be doing a bunch of, 1,000 abs thinking that we're going to be getting abs. And having a washboard stomach. In order to get a washboard stomach, you have to do HIIT cardio. You have to do things like this to get your heart rate up, and then it comes down, and then it goes up, getting a really good full body burn, so that way you overall lose fat, which essentially you will reduce fat in your stomach area. So battle ropes, you definitely want to do these. If you have access to battle ropes, you can also do it with weights, just putting weights in your hand with the same motion. Also, these are great for the glutes as well. You'll see another kettlebell, awesome for any kind of workout. And, obviously during these training sessions, I'm, gathering information. I'm taking in what he's telling me. He's telling me to, definitely engage my core because I have a problem with not doing that. I think that's the big reason why I just kind of almost have like a pelvic tilt situation going on, but I'll make another video about that later. But these are awesome, obviously, for working out your back, and they actually do help you get a snatched waist as well. I did not know this. This is another secret, maybe not a secret, but just I don't feel like it's general knowledge that you can actually do this type of workout and engage your core, and it will, because you're working out your back, essentially as you're tightening your back, you're tightening your stomach muscles, because it's almost like your muscles are pulling the entire midsection to the back. And when you do that, you start to get a smaller waist and start to get some shape going there. But again, you want to get the fat off. Another weird facial expression day, moment, I wanted to spare you guys that. So I want you guys to focus on the actual workout. So just kind of you know, if you have a weight bench or any kind of, whoa, that was a huge bird that just flew by, guys, as I'm doing this. But yes, make sure you guys do these. If you have a weight bench, some kettlebells, or even if you just use regular dumbbells, you can do that as well. And, you know, just pulling up the weight as so. You really want to pull into the back. Sometimes I have a problem with putting my elbow out too far, and you have to really keep your elbow as close to your body as possible. So we're on to the next workout, and as you can see, we're doing shoulder presses here. And the way that I was situated the camera, it just kind of cut me off, but as you can see, I'm just lifting up the weights. And you guys, I'm going to show it before and after with this as well. I don't really have a lot of photos of my shoulders, to be honest, because I've never really paid attention to like my chest and shoulder area. It's always relatively been not something I was really necessarily concerned with, so I don't have many pictures of that area. But if I come across some, I'll show you guys how that area around my neck and my collarbone and my shoulders actually are really getting defined, and it's pretty cool to see. These can be a lot better, but they definitely burn the glutes. It's another great option for HIIT cardio, to do full fat body, full body burn, to burn that fat, which again, essentially will start to reduce down that midsection. You cannot fat reduce one area of your body. I repeat, you cannot fat reduce one area of your body. I did not know that. That's why I was doing a million abs. You can't do that. So you have to do HIIT cardio. This is another great one. Now this is specifically working out my abs and my lower abdominals, because I'm actually pulling my legs to the, you know, center of my body as I'm pushing the ball up. So my ab area is very engaged. However, if there's fat on top of my stomach, those abs that I just worked out, you won't necessarily be able to see them until I actually get the fat off of them. So again, HIIT cardio. Doing a good run walk on the treadmill is always really good. Doing suicides, those are really good. Google what that is. I didn't do any in this particular video. Again, I'm doing abs here, working out the lower abdominals. So tightening those up, shaping those, giving those a really good burn. And yes, you do burn a little bit of fat when you're like doing things like this, but if you really want to get that washboard look, it's gonna, I mean, if you think about it, like basketball players, track runners, dancers, they have excellent abs, but it's not because they're sitting doing abs all day. It's because they're literally doing forms of HIIT cardio, like high intensity training, to be excellent at their sport. So again, this option is a great option, really pulling it into the back. And, you know, and really good for, again, guys, I'm not gonna even lie, I'm not a trainer. So I'm somebody that loves to work out, but I'm learning all these different areas of the body. So please forgive me. But I believe the triceps, I'm not sure, but it does burn the back of your arm a lot. So yes, I am currently, every time I'm with my trainer, I'm like, what is this called again? What area is this called? What's this muscle called? What's the back of my arm called? You know, I'm always asking. So I need to actually start writing these down, or going back and taking notes as, you know, I hear us talking. But anyways, so yep, continuing to do this. And my trainer is just basically essentially telling me, you know, to push through, make sure to breathe, obviously, as you're doing this. I don't feel like I really figured out how to breathe through these exercises until about 5 months. I'm probably a late bloomer with that, but I never was really focused on breathing. So now that I've been focused on breathing, I noticed how off my breathing was with my training. And now that I'm in sync with the way that I breathe while I'm doing these training sessions, I notice a really big difference in the amount of weight I'm able to push, and, you know, getting lower, and just being able to do reps for a longer time, and really being able to explode through each of the reps because I'm breathing correctly. So I probably will do a whole video on breathing. I also have a ton of other videos, guys. I'll link a couple down below of other workouts that I've done with my trainer, and you can also see a lot of the mistakes that I've done with my trainer. And if you're doing any of those mistakes, you can change those immediately. So let me be your sacrificial lamb, I guess you could say, and just kind of looking silly with doing some of these things. But again, we're not growing if we are not getting ourselves to be uncomfortable. So that is what I'm doing here. I could just be walking on the treadmill or doing regular workouts by myself, not really knowing what I'm doing. But because I just kind of came to the terms with the fact that I really don't know what I'm doing with weights, I just got a trainer so I can learn. And again, if you want to book with him, definitely let me know in the comments. I will send over his website and information. He's a really, really great professional trainer who takes his job very serious and takes a lot of pride in it. So let me know if you are in the LA County area. Let me know. So I believe these are upright rows. Don't quote me on that. You can actually make fun of me for that. I'm still learning these, guys. But yes, sometimes I've done these before with an actual weight, a bar with no weight, but he was having me do it with the kettlebells here, which is kind of cool because I'm realizing how versatile the kettlebells are. I've used them in the past on my own, but I mainly used them for squats because that's just mainly what I see people do on these workouts on Instagram, but you can definitely use it for several different kinds of things. So this one, I do not know what this exercise is called, but I am going to be pushing the weight up. And as you can see, the bar was just kind of like a little bit too easy for me. So my trainer saw that and was like, hold on, let me get you some weight on that. So that way you can actually, start to lift heavier and actually really change your body and start to, have your muscle grow. So that way it'll push out your skin, get rid of cellulite, things like that. If you have cellulite, some of it's just hard to get rid of, period. But definitely I've noticed that as I've been growing my glutes, the back of my legs, my arms, my skin just is starting to look tighter, which essentially is getting rid of some of the cellulite that I do have. So I do want to use that as a great motivational point. If you are somebody that has cellulite, I am telling you, lifting weights in training has really been a major difference in obviously you can use creams, and I've actually even done like the lymphatic drainage where it's like this kind of like this vacuum that they put. I wish I would have recorded it. I might in the future. I haven't done it in a while, but I used to actually get this like vacuum done where it's almost like a lymphatic drainage, and it's like a machine gets pushed all over your whole body, and it just kind of breaks up, kind of moves the fat a little bit, and it does reduce the appearance of cellulite, but it doesn't really get rid of it. So, I'm finding that like the only thing that's really working is just genuine, consistent, hard work over time with doing these weight training sessions and really learn what's the right thing, the right foot positioning and the right, way to breathe through the workouts and the right amount of weight, that we are adding on over time. And that's really what it is too. Like, you don't really have to do 17 different types of workouts. We've really been just rotating between the same 9 workouts when it comes to really the full body. And as you get better and better, you just add more weight. And then that's when you really start to see the major shift. So I'm doing ball slams. Again, this is an amazing one for full body workout, HIIT cardio to burn throughout your whole, get a good burn in throughout your whole body. And then essentially it does reduce the belly fat because I didn't know this, guys, and I got to do some more research about this, but from my understanding, fat is actually one big organ and it's just one big connected organ. So that's why you can't fat reduce it like, oh, I just want to get it out of the back of my arms. It doesn't work like that. You're kind of like inside a bag of fat, if that makes any sense. So when you do these full body workouts with high intensity where you're